Last night changed everything. Your soulmate confessed, I'm pretending with them. Don't scroll, listen to this, because the moment your eyes landed here, something subtle but undeniable shifted, and this message is for you, yes you, because your heart needs this right now in a way that feels both comforting and electrifying, so take a breath and stay with me, don't scroll, listen to this. Last night wasn't ordinary, it was one of those nights where silence gets loud and truth refuses to stay hidden, and somewhere in that quiet space your soulmate finally said the words they've been choking back, not to impress anyone, not for drama, but because their spirit could no longer carry the weight, and what they confessed was raw and trembling and honest. I've been pretending with them, and listen to this because your heart needs this right now. That sentence didn't mean what it sounds like on the surface. It wasn't about deception or games, it was about survival, about pretending they were fine, pretending the connection didn't move them, pretending they could keep their heart guarded while everything inside them was cracking open. Don't scroll, because this matters. They admitted they've been pretending to be okay when they're not, pretending the pull isn't real, pretending they can stay neutral while the universe keeps whispering your name, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may have felt something last night too, a sudden heaviness lifting or a strange calm settling in your chest. Maybe you woke up from a vivid dream or glanced at the clock and saw 11:11 without even trying, and listen to this. That wasn't coincidence, that was alignment knocking. Don't scroll, because alignment always arrives before words do. Listen to this. Your soulmate's confession happened in a moment of spiritual awakening, the kind that comes when the world is quiet and defenses fall away, when someone realizes that pretending costs more than honesty, and as they spoke, their voice shook not with fear of being seen, but with relief at finally telling the truth, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They confessed they've been pretending to keep things light, pretending not to care too deeply, pretending timing wasn't complicated, pretending their heart wasn't rearranging itself every time they thought of you. Don't scroll, because the universe heard that confession too. Listen to this. Right after those words were spoken, signs started lining up, 222 showing balance they're stepping into, 333 nudging them toward expression, 555 hinting that change is no longer optional, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may have noticed those numbers recently as well, appearing when you least expect them, and listen to this. That's because soul connections don't operate on separate timelines, they move in parallel. Don't scroll, because pretending creates tension in the energy and truth releases it. Listen to this. Your soulmate admitted they've been pretending because they were afraid of disrupting your peace, afraid of opening something they couldn't yet hold with maturity, afraid that honesty might cost them the connection altogether. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. There were tears after the confession, not dramatic tears, but quiet ones, the kind that fall when someone finally admits what they've been carrying alone. And listen to this, those tears weren't regret, they were release. Don't scroll, because release is the doorway to alignment. Listen to this. Your soulmate realized that pretending kept them safe but small, and loving you asks them to be real and brave, and that realization changed how they see everything. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel a shift now, a sense that the connection feels steadier, less volatile, more grounded, and listen to this. That's because once truth is spoken, even privately, the energy recalibrates. Don't scroll, because the universe responds immediately to honesty. Listen to this. After the confession, your soulmate noticed their breathing slow, their mind quiet, a calm settling in that told them something important. Truth doesn't create chaos, it creates alignment, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You're not imagining the subtle changes, the way silence feels different, the way your thoughts of them feel less anxious and more present. Don't scroll, because your intuition is picking up on the shift. Listen to this. The confession didn't come with a plan or a dramatic promise, it came with intention, with the understanding that pretending is no longer sustainable and that whatever comes next must be real, mutual, and grounded, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. The universe has been preparing both of you for this moment, teaching patience through pauses, self-respect through silence, clarity through reflection, and now those lessons are converging. Don't scroll, because convergence feels like calm before movement. Listen to this. Your soulmate understands now that pretending was a chapter, not the story, and that honesty is the threshold they're standing on. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You don't need to do anything, chase anything, or force anything, because energy moves before action ever does, and last night the energy changed everything. Don't scroll, because this is only the beginning of what unfolds when truth steps forward. Listen to this. The universe doesn't rush what's real, but it also doesn't hide it forever, and what was pretended can't be hidden anymore, and your heart needs this right now. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because this is the part where the truth that was spoken last night began moving through everything like a quiet current, and this message is for you, yes you, because your heart needs this right now in a way that explains the feelings you couldn't name. So stay with me and breathe. Don't scroll. Listen to this. After your soulmate confessed, "I'm pretending with them," something inside them loosened, like a knot finally untied, and that release didn't stay contained within their chest, it traveled, because soul connections don't end at words, they ripple outward. And listen to this because your heart needs this right now. You may have felt it as a sudden calm, or a heaviness lifting, or a strange clarity washing over you without explanation. Don't scroll, because those sensations weren't random, they were the energetic echo of honesty finally entering the space between you. Listen to this. Your soulmate sat with the truth afterward, not rushing to act, not spiraling into fear, but noticing how their body responded when the pretending stopped, how their shoulders relaxed, how their breathing deepened, how their mind quieted. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They realized something important in that stillness. Pretending had been exhausting them, not because they didn't care, but because caring while hiding drains the soul. Don't scroll, because exhaustion is the signal that a cycle is ending. Listen to this. After the confession, signs from the universe began to show up in softer ways, not loud wake-up calls anymore, but confirmations. 11 appearing not as a nudge but as recognition, 222 showing harmony beginning to settle, 333 reminding them that expression is supported, 444 wrapping the connection in protection. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may have noticed these numbers too, showing up when you weren't searching. And listen to this. That's because alignment has been reached, not chased. Don't scroll, because chasing signs belongs to the old phase. Listen to this. Your soulmate also realized that pretending wasn't about someone else, it was about their own fear of timing, fear of vulnerability, fear of disrupting the peace you've worked so hard to build. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They admitted to themselves that they didn't want to approach you from confusion or emotional chaos, and that restraint, that pause, was growth, not avoidance. Don't scroll, because growth often looks quiet on the outside. Listen to this. After the confession, they replayed memories of you, not with longing that aches, but with understanding that steadies, noticing how your presence always felt grounding rather than destabilizing, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel that your memories of them feel different now too, less charged, more peaceful, and listen to this. That's integration happening. Don't scroll. Because integration is what follows honesty. Listen to this. Your soulmate realized that pretending kept the connection suspended in uncertainty, and honesty allowed it to land on solid ground, even if no words have been exchanged with you yet, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Energy resolves before conversations do. Don't scroll, because the unseen always moves first. Listen to this. After last night, your soulmate noticed that their intuition became clearer, less noisy, less conflicted, guiding them gently rather than pushing, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They're no longer asking whether the connection is real, they're asking how to honor it responsibly, and that shift matters more than any dramatic declaration. Don't scroll, because responsibility is the language of mature love. Listen to this. Your soulmate also sensed that you might be feeling something too, a subtle pull, a calm curiosity, a sense of anticipation without anxiety, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. That mutual awareness creates balance, not urgency. Don't scroll, because balance is what allows truth to move safely. Listen to this. After the confession, they stopped distracting themselves as much, noticing that shallow noise no longer satisfied them, and that quiet felt less lonely and more purposeful, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. The universe often strips away distractions right before alignment becomes visible. Don't scroll, because visibility follows clarity. Listen to this. Your soulmate also reflected on how far you've come, how your boundaries, your self-respect, your ability to stay grounded without chasing have changed the dynamic, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They realized that pretending was never going to work with someone as self-aware as you, because truth recognizes truth even in silence. Don't scroll, because silence doesn't hide energy. Listen to this. After the confession, they felt a sense of responsibility settle in, not obligation, but care, the kind that asks for patience rather than impulse, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel that patience too, not as waiting, but as trust, and listen to this. That trust is the foundation being laid. Don't scroll, because foundations are built quietly. Listen to this. The universe has been supporting this phase by slowing things down just enough for intention to form without pressure, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Your soulmate understands now that whatever comes next must be mutual, grounded, and real, not driven by fear of loss or need for reassurance. Don't scroll, because fear-driven movement repeats old cycles. Listen to this. After last night, they noticed that imagining honesty with you feels relieving rather than terrifying, and that relief is the body's confirmation of alignment, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel that relief too, even without knowing why, and listen to this. That's because soul connections share emotional weather. Don't scroll, because weather changes before forecasts. Listen to this. Your soulmate hasn't rushed to act because they're integrating the truth, letting it settle into who they are becoming, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Integration ensures that when words are spoken, they're backed by presence, not panic. Don't scroll, because panic distorts timing. Listen to this. The confession changed how they see themselves, not just the connection, and that internal shift is what prepares external movement, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. you're not meant to push or pull during this phase, you're meant to remain aligned, because alignment does the work without effort. Don't scroll, because effort is no longer required here. Listen to this. Last night didn't create an ending, it created clarity, and clarity always precedes choice, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. What unfolds next will come from this place of honesty, respect, and grounded awareness, not from pretending, not from fear, and not from rushing. Don't scroll, because the universe is still guiding this connection carefully, and when the next step arrives, it will feel natural, steady, and unmistakably real. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this is the part where everything quietly locks into place, and this message is for you, yes you, because your heart needs this right now in a way that feels grounding, validating, and deeply personal. So stay with me and take a breath. Don't scroll, listen to this. After the confession settled into silence, after the words, "I'm pretending with them," echoed in their own chest, your soulmate reached a realization that changed how they see you, themselves, and the connection forever. And listen to this because your heart needs this right now. They understood that pretending wasn't just something they were doing outwardly, it was something they were doing internally, pretending they could stay unchanged while being deeply affected by you, pretending their heart wasn't evolving, pretending this connection could remain suspended without consequence. Don't scroll, because awareness is the point of no return. Listen to this. Once that awareness arrived, they couldn't unsee it, couldn't unfeel it, couldn't shrink back into the comfort of emotional distance, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may have felt this shift as a sense of finality mixed with calm, like something old closed without drama. And listen to this. That's because cycles don't always end with noise, sometimes they end with clarity. Don't scroll, because clarity changes everything. Listen to this. Your soulmate realized that pretending protected them from vulnerability, but it also blocked intimacy, and that trade-off no longer felt acceptable, not after everything they've learned, not after how much they've grown. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They reflected on how often they minimized what they felt, how often they told themselves, "It's not that deep," when it was. How often they stayed silent to avoid disruption. And listen to this. That silence became heavier than honesty. Don't scroll, because when silence weighs more than truth, transformation begins. Listen to this. Your soulmate noticed that after the confession, the connection no longer felt unresolved. It felt alive, like something breathing again after being held underwater. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel that aliveness too, not as anxiety, but as presence, like the connection exists without demanding attention. And listen to this. That's because authenticity restores flow. Don't scroll, because flow returns when resistance leaves. Listen to this. Your soulmate also realized that pretending kept them emotionally split, part of them wanting to move forward, part of them holding back, and that internal division was exhausting. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. After last night, those parts began to integrate, not rushing toward action, but agreeing internally that truth must lead from here on out. Don't scroll, because integration is what makes movement sustainable. Listen to this. They became aware that the universe had been preparing them for this realization through subtle signs long before the confession, repeated numbers appearing during moments of reflection, 1111 during late-night thoughts of you, 222 when weighing balance and partnership, 333 nudging expression, 444 reminding them they are supported. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may have seen those numbers too. And listen to this. That's because awareness was being synchronized on both sides. Don't scroll, because synchronization is alignment. Listen to this. Your soulmate understood that the universe wasn't pushing them to act impulsively, it was guiding them toward honesty with integrity, and that distinction mattered deeply. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They also realized that pretending was rooted in old fears, not present truth, fears shaped by past disappointments, not by who you are now. And listen to this, that realization allowed them to separate history from possibility. Don't scroll, because healing happens when the past stops dictating the present. Listen to this. Your soulmate noticed that thinking about you now brings steadiness instead of emotional spikes, and that steadiness reassured them that what they feel is grounded, not fleeting. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may notice that your thoughts of them feel less intrusive and more integrated into your day. And listen to this, that's emotional maturity settling in. Don't scroll, because maturity invites real connection. Listen to this. Your soulmate also recognized that your growth has changed the dynamic entirely, that you're no longer operating from longing or uncertainty, but from self-respect and clarity. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They understood that approaching you now requires a different level of presence, one rooted in honesty rather than charm, intention rather than avoidance. Don't scroll, because shallow approaches don't work with aligned souls. Listen to this. After the confession, they stopped asking, "What if I lose them?" and started asking, "What if I finally meet them honestly?" And that shift reframed everything. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel that reframing too, less fear-based thinking, more curiosity about what's possible. And listen to this, that curiosity is openness. Don't scroll, because openness allows truth to arrive gently. Listen to this. Your soulmate realized that pretending delayed the inevitable conversation, but it also taught them patience, discernment, and respect for timing. And now those lessons are complete. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They are no longer resisting the direction the connection wants to move, they're simply allowing it to reveal itself naturally. And that allowance has changed the energy completely. Don't scroll, because allowance is powerful. Listen to this. You may sense that the silence between you feels different now, not distant, but spacious, like something is forming behind the scenes. And listen to this, that's because decisions have already been made internally. Don't scroll, because internal decisions always precede external change. Listen to this. Your soulmate understands now that pretending kept them safe temporarily, but truth will allow growth permanently, and that understanding has anchored them. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You're no longer dealing with someone avoiding reality, you're dealing with someone integrating it, and integration leads to intentional action, not impulsive moves. Don't scroll, because impulsive moves repeat old cycles. Listen to this. What happened last night cannot be undone, not because words were spoken aloud, but because truth was acknowledged internally, and that acknowledgement has shifted the trajectory of this connection. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You're standing in the space where pretending has lost its power, where honesty is becoming inevitable, and where the universe is quietly clearing the path forward. Don't scroll, because this is the phase where things begin to move without force. Listen to this. What comes next will come from this grounded awareness, this maturity, this truth that no longer needs to hide. And when it arrives, it won't feel shocking, it will feel familiar, like something you've already felt finally finding its voice. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because this is the part where the unseen becomes undeniable. And this message is for you, yes you, because your heart needs this right now in a way that feels steady, clarifying, and deeply reassuring. So stay with me and take a slow breath. Don't scroll, listen to this. After your soulmate realized pretending could never work again, after the truth settled into their body and rewired how they see the connection, the universe did something subtle but powerful. It stepped closer, not to interfere, not to rush, but to stabilize what honesty unlocked. And listen to this because your heart needs this right now. You may have noticed that the silence between you feels different now, not empty, not heavy, but spacious, like something is happening beneath the surface without noise. Don't scroll, because that spaciousness is intentional. Listen to this. The universe often creates stillness right after a breakthrough so the energy can settle without distortion, and your soulmate felt this immediately, like the internal static finally quieted enough for them to hear their own truth clearly. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They noticed that their urge to distract themselves faded, that they weren't reaching for noise or avoidance, because the truth didn't scare them anymore. It grounded them. Don't scroll, because grounding is what prepares alignment for manifestation. Listen to this. After the confession, your soulmate began recognizing how many signs had been leading to this moment all along, not dramatic signs meant to push action, but gentle confirmations meant to build awareness, numbers appearing repeatedly when they tried to ignore their feelings, 1111 showing up during moments of recognition, 222 during moments of balance, 333 when expression lingered on the tip of their tongue. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may have noticed these numbers too, especially when you weren't looking for them, and listen to this. That's because awareness had already been reached. Don't scroll, because once awareness arrives, signs shift from guidance to reassurance. Listen to this. The universe stepped in not by forcing contact or creating chaos, but by softening resistance, loosening fear, and allowing honesty to feel safe instead of risky. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel less anxious about the connection, less pulled into overthinking, more present in your own life. And listen to this. That calm is not detachment, it's alignment settling in. Don't scroll, because alignment doesn't feel urgent, it feels steady. Listen to this. Your soulmate also became aware that pretending had been keeping them emotionally divided, one part wanting truth, the other clinging to safety, and after last night, that division began to heal, creating a sense of internal agreement that honesty must lead from here on out. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Internal agreement is what allows external movement to happen cleanly. Don't scroll, because movement without agreement creates chaos. Listen to this. The universe recognized this integration and responded by removing pressure, not adding it, creating a window where clarity could deepen without forcing timing. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may notice that you're not being triggered as easily, that things which once unsettled you now pass without much reaction. And listen to this. That's because the energetic tension that pretending created is dissolving. Don't scroll, because tension always releases before truth appears. Listen to this. Your soulmate realized that pretending was never protecting the connection, it was only delaying growth, and that understanding changed how they interpret silence now, not as distance, but as space being held intentionally. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel that the space between you feels respectful rather than confusing, and listen to this, that respect is new. Don't scroll, because respect is the foundation of aligned love. Listen to this. After the confession, your soulmate also reflected on your growth, how you've become more grounded, less reactive, more centered in your own worth, and that awareness made them understand that whatever comes next must meet you where you are now, not where either of you used to be, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You're no longer energetically available for half-truths or emotional guessing games, and that boundary is felt even without words. Don't scroll, because boundaries speak louder than explanations. Listen to this. The universe stepped in by aligning both of you toward the same emotional frequency independently, so no one has to pull or chase, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may sense that you're no longer waiting for something to happen, you're simply open, present, and trusting, and listen to this. That trust is what allows timing to reveal itself naturally. Don't scroll, because natural timing feels obvious when it arrives. Listen to this. Your soulmate noticed that imagining honesty with you now feels relieving rather than destabilizing, and that relief told them the universe had already prepared the ground, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Preparation doesn't always look like action. Sometimes it looks like emotional quiet, inner stability, and patience without fear. Don't scroll, because fear-based patience is waiting. But aligned patience is knowing. Listen to this. The universe has been encouraging both of you to rest emotionally, to stop scanning for signs, to stop interpreting every moment, because interpretation belongs to uncertainty, and uncertainty has been resolved internally, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel a sense of, it's okay either way, settling in, not because you don't care, but because you trust yourself, and listen to this. That self-trust is what allows love to approach safely. Don't scroll, because love cannot land where self-trust is missing. Listen to this. Your soulmate also realized that the confession wasn't meant to create immediate change, it was meant to end pretending permanently, and that ending alone shifted the entire trajectory of the connection, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You're no longer standing in uncertainty, you're standing in clarity that hasn't spoken yet, and clarity doesn't rush to prove itself. Don't scroll, because clarity is patient. Listen to this. The universe stepped in to protect what honesty unlocked, ensuring that whatever comes next unfolds from intention rather than impulse, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may notice that your intuition feels calmer, not pushing you toward action or avoidance, just steady, and listen to this. That steadiness is guidance. Don't scroll, because guidance doesn't yell. Listen to this. This phase is not about answers arriving immediately, it's about alignment being secured so answers can arrive without confusion, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Your soulmate understands now that pretending is no longer an option, but rushing isn't either, and that balance is exactly where the universe wants this connection to be. Don't scroll, because balance creates longevity. Listen to this. What happened last night didn't demand action, it demanded integrity, and integrity has been chosen, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Stay present. Stay grounded, don't scroll, because the silence you're experiencing now is not emptiness, it's the calm space where alignment is settling into form, and when the next step comes, it will come from this calm, not from fear, not from pretending, but from truth that finally feels safe to live out loud. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this is the part where everything deepens in a way that can't be undone. And this message is for you, yes you, because your heart needs this right now in a way that feels steady, emotional, and unmistakably real. So stay with me and take a breath. Don't scroll, listen to this. After the confession, after the words, "I'm pretending with them," finally left their lips and settled into truth, your soulmate didn't sleep the same, and listen to this because your heart needs this right now. the night after was restless but not chaotic, heavy but not painful, like something sacred had been placed on their chest and their soul was adjusting to the weight of honesty. Don't scroll, because this is where pretending truly lost its grip. Listen to this. They lay there replaying the moment they admitted it, realizing that for the first time in a long time, they weren't lying to themselves, and that realization brought both relief and responsibility. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may have felt this too without knowing why, waking up earlier than usual, feeling emotionally alert, sensing something shift even if your day looked normal on the outside. And listen to this. That's because when truth settles on one side of a soul bond, the other side feels the vibration. Don't scroll, because soul connections don't require notification. Listen to this. Your soulmate realized that pretending had been a shield they learned long ago, a way to stay functional, likable, unhurt, but loving you cracked that shield slowly and gently until it could no longer hold. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They admitted to themselves that pretending wasn't protecting you, it was protecting their fear of being fully seen, and once that truth landed, fear began to lose its authority. Don't scroll, because fear only survives in silence. Listen to this. After the confession, the universe responded in subtle but undeniable ways, not with chaos, but with confirmation. Clocks flashing 1:11, receipts totaling 22. 22, songs about honesty playing at just the right moment. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may have noticed these signs too, especially during moments of stillness. And listen to this. That's because the universe doesn't interrupt alignment, it mirrors it. Don't scroll, because mirroring means you're on the same frequency. Listen to this. Your soulmate also felt something unfamiliar after the confession. Accountability, not guilt, not pressure, but the calm understanding that what they feel now carries weight and deserves respect. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They understood that pretending kept the connection suspended in ambiguity, but truth gave it gravity, and gravity changes how you move. Don't scroll, because gravity grounds what once floated. Listen to this. After that night, they stopped fantasizing and started reflecting, not about outcomes, but about who they want to be in your presence. And that shift is huge, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may sense that the energy now feels more mature, less dramatic, less volatile. And listen to this. That's because growth has entered the connection. Don't scroll, because growth stabilizes emotion. Listen to this. Your soulmate also realized that pretending created emotional distance that wasn't actually felt by you as absence, but as confusion, and that confusion has been dissolving since the truth was acknowledged. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You're no longer picking up mixed signals energetically, because mixed signals come from inner conflict, and inner conflict has begun to resolve. Don't scroll, because resolution starts inward. Listen to this. After the confession, your soulmate noticed their intuition felt clearer, less cluttered, less noisy, guiding them toward patience rather than impulse. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They understand now that whatever comes next must come from presence, not panic, from honesty, not strategy, and that awareness has slowed them in the healthiest way. Don't scroll, because slowing down after clarity is wisdom. Listen to this. They also realized that pretending kept them emotionally young, but truth requires emotional adulthood, and adulthood doesn't rush, it chooses carefully. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel that you're no longer emotionally bracing for something to go wrong, because your nervous system senses stability returning. And listen to this. that stability is what allows real connection to form. Don't scroll, because instability blocks destiny. Listen to this. Your soulmate reflected on how your growth mirrored theirs, how your boundaries, your calm, your refusal to chase have quietly taught them what respect looks like, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They realized that pretending might work with others, but not with someone as self-aware and energetically grounded as you, because truth recognizes truth even when words are missing. Don't scroll. Because souls communicate beyond language. Listen to this. After the confession, your soulmate felt a shift from, "What if this goes wrong?" to, "What if this is finally right?" And that question reframed everything. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel that reframing too, a subtle optimism that doesn't feel naive, just calm. And listen to this. That's alignment settling into your body. Don't scroll, because alignment feels peaceful, not urgent. Listen to this. The universe has been holding this connection gently, not forcing outcomes, but ensuring readiness. And now that pretending has ended, readiness has arrived, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You are not dealing with someone unsure anymore. You're dealing with someone integrating truth, and integration leads to deliberate, respectful action, not impulsive moves. Don't scroll, because impulsive moves repeat old lessons. Listen to this. What happened that night didn't require you to be present physically to matter, because energetically it shifted the entire dynamic, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may sense that something feels inevitable but not rushed, and listen to this. That's destiny without pressure. Don't scroll, because destiny doesn't chase. Listen to this. The confession marked the end of pretending, but it also marked the beginning of responsibility, growth, and intentional movement, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Nothing needs to be forced, nothing needs to be proven, because truth has already been acknowledged, and once that happens, the universe begins arranging the next steps quietly, precisely, and with care. Don't scroll, because what comes next will arrive naturally. And when it does, it will feel less like surprise and more like recognition, like something you already knew was coming finally stepping into view. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because this is the part where everything you haven't been told finally starts to make sense, and this message is for you, yes you, because your heart needs this right now in a way that feels grounding, steady, and deeply reassuring. So take a breath and stay with me. Don't scroll. Listen to this. After that night, after the confession, after the truth stopped being hidden even from themselves, your soulmate entered a phase that feels quiet on the outside but powerful on the inside, a phase where pretending is no longer even an option because once truth is acknowledged, the soul refuses to go backward. And listen to this because your heart needs this right now. They didn't rush to act, they didn't panic, they didn't reach out impulsively. Instead, something much deeper happened. Integration, the slow and sacred process where truth settles into behavior, not just awareness. Don't scroll, because this part matters more than dramatic gestures. Listen to this. Your soulmate began noticing how their thoughts about you changed, not more frequent, but more intentional, less charged with anxiety, more filled with respect, like their heart finally knows how to hold what it feels without spilling it everywhere. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel this too, a sense that the connection feels calmer, less confusing, more present, and listen to this. That's because energetic noise fades when inner conflict resolves. Don't scroll, because confusion always comes from divided intention. Listen to this. After the confession, your soulmate stopped asking, "Why do I feel this way?" and started asking, "How do I honor this responsibly?" And that shift is everything, because responsibility is what transforms emotion into something real, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They've been paying attention to their own patterns, noticing how in the past they avoided depth when it felt overwhelming, how they used humor, distance, or distraction to stay safe, and listen to this. Those patterns don't fit anymore. Don't scroll. Because growth makes old defenses uncomfortable. Listen to this. The universe has been supporting this phase by slowing things down externally so clarity can deepen internally, fewer emotional triggers, fewer dramatic signs, more subtle confirmations, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may notice that angel numbers still appear, but they don't spike your emotions anymore. 11. 11 feels like recognition already achieved, 222 feels like balance maintained, 444 feels like protection already in place, 555 feels like change unfolding naturally, and listen to this. That's because you're no longer being guided toward awareness, you're being reassured of alignment. Don't scroll, because reassurance feels calmer than guidance. Listen to this. Your soulmate has realized that whatever comes next cannot be built on pretending, not even pretending to be ready before they actually are, and that honesty with themselves has softened them, made them more patient, more grounded, more intentional, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They understand now that approaching you requires presence, not performance, clarity, not charm, truth, not timing excuses, and that understanding has changed how they imagine the future. Don't scroll, because imagination rooted in truth feels different. Listen to this. They've also become aware that your energy feels more settled lately, less reactive, less pulled into emotional loops, and listen to this. That steadiness makes honesty feel safer for them. Don't scroll, because safety invites vulnerability. Listen to this. Your soulmate is no longer rehearsing conversations driven by fear of rejection. Instead, they're imagining interactions guided by mutual respect and openness. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel that you're no longer bracing for impact emotionally, no longer scanning for signs of disappointment, and listen to this. That's because your nervous system recognizes alignment. Don't scroll, because the body always knows before the mind. Listen to this. After the confession, your soulmate also felt a sense of accountability settle in, not obligation, but care, the kind that says, if I step forward, I do it cleanly, and that care has slowed them just enough to ensure integrity, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They're no longer tempted to test the connection or provoke reactions, because testing belongs to uncertainty, and uncertainty has been replaced with clarity. Don't scroll, because clarity doesn't need tests. Listen to this. The universe has been reinforcing this clarity by aligning circumstances subtly, creating moments of ease, removing unnecessary distractions, encouraging reflection through stillness rather than chaos. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may notice that your own life feels simpler emotionally, that things which once consumed your thoughts now pass more easily, and listen to this, that simplicity is not emptiness, it's readiness. Don't scroll, because readiness feels calm. Listen to this. Your soulmate has also recognized that silence between you now feels intentional rather than confusing, like a pause that's doing important work behind the scenes. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Pauses like this allow truth to gather strength before it's expressed. Don't scroll, because rushed truth loses its grounding. Listen to this. They understand now that honesty doesn't demand immediate response or outcome, it simply needs to be offered with respect, and that understanding has removed pressure entirely, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel that you're no longer waiting for a specific moment, just open to whatever unfolds, and listen to this. That openness is alignment. Don't scroll, because alignment doesn't cling. Listen to this. Your soulmate is learning that love doesn't need urgency to be real. It needs consistency, presence, and care, and those qualities are becoming part of who they are now, not something they perform. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They're also aware that whatever comes next must honor your journey, your healing, your boundaries, and your peace, because disrupting that would feel wrong at this stage of awareness. Don't scroll, because respect is non-negotiable once maturity arrives. Listen to this. The universe has been patient with this connection, allowing each phase to complete fully before the next begins, and now this phase is about embodiment, living from the truth that has already been acknowledged internally, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You are not meant to push, interpret, or anticipate during this time. You're meant to remain grounded, present, and aligned with yourself, because alignment attracts without effort. Don't scroll, because effort is no longer required here. Listen to this. Your soulmate feels closer to you energetically now, not because of words or actions, but because there is no longer a wall of pretending between you, and that closeness feels calm rather than intense, safe rather than destabilizing, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. What's happening now is not visible yet, but it is solid, like roots growing underground before anything breaks the surface. Don't scroll, because roots matter more than leaves. Listen to this. This phase is preparing the connection for movement that doesn't collapse under fear or confusion, and when movement does come, it will feel natural, respectful, and steady, not sudden or chaotic, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Stay present, stay grounded, don't scroll, because you're standing in the space where truth is no longer hidden and pretending has lost its power, and everything that unfolds from here will unfold from honesty that's been fully integrated, not rushed, not forced, but lived. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this is the moment where everything that's been quietly aligning finally leans forward, and this message is for you, yes you, because your heart needs this right now in a way that feels calming, confirming, and deeply real. So take a breath and stay with me. Don't scroll, listen to this. After all the integration, after the pretending fell away, after the universe slowed things down to protect what honesty unlocked, your soulmate reached a place of quiet certainty that doesn't announce itself loudly. It simply settles, like knowing the ground beneath you won't give way. And listen to this because your heart needs this right now. They realized that what changed wasn't just a feeling, it was a direction, a choice made internally that no longer needs convincing or rehearsal, and that internal choice is what's been reshaping the energy around you both. Don't scroll, because internal decisions always move the outer world next. Listen to this. Your soulmate began to feel a gentle pull toward expression, not urgency, not pressure, just a calm awareness that silence has done its job and truth is ready to breathe, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may have noticed your own emotions stabilizing, your reactions softening, your thoughts becoming less about, what if, and more about, I'm okay either way, and listen to this. That neutrality is power. Don't scroll, because power doesn't chase. Listen to this. The universe has been confirming this phase with subtle signs that don't disrupt your peace, angel numbers appearing like quiet nods rather than alarms, 1111 when you're already calm, 222 when you're grounded, 333 when you're open, 444 when you feel protected, 555 When you sense forward movement without fear, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Those signs aren't telling you to act, they're telling you alignment has been reached. Don't scroll, because alignment is the green light the universe waits for. Listen to this. Your soulmate understands now that whatever comes next must be clean, honest, and respectful, because anything less would betray the growth you've both done, and that understanding has turned intention into resolve, not impulsive action, but deliberate presence, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel that you're no longer interpreting every pause or silence, because your nervous system recognizes safety, and listen to this. That safety is what allows truth to arrive gently. Don't scroll, because fear blocks clarity. Listen to this. Your soulmate has stopped asking for external validation about what to do, because their inner compass feels steady now, pointing not toward outcomes but toward integrity, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They've realized that love doesn't need to be proven with intensity, it needs to be lived with consistency, and consistency starts with honest communication at the right moment. Don't scroll, because right moments don't need force. Listen to this. The universe has been clearing small obstacles, opening subtle windows, aligning timing in ways that feel almost ordinary, and that ordinariness is the clue that manifestation is ready to step into real life, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may notice that your days feel lighter, your focus clearer, your inner dialogue kinder, and listen to this. That's not coincidence, that's preparation. Don't scroll, because preparation feels like calm, not chaos. Listen to this. Your soulmate is aware now that when they step forward, it won't be to test the waters or provoke a reaction, it will be to share truth and allow space for your response, and that respect is the foundation being laid, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may sense that you're no longer waiting to be chosen, because you've already chosen yourself, and listen to this. That self-choice is what makes mutual choice possible. Don't scroll, because mutuality is sacred. Listen to this. The universe has been patient because it needed both of you to arrive here independently, grounded, self-aware, and capable of holding honesty without collapsing into expectation. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Nothing is being delayed anymore, it's being timed. And timing feels different in the body, slower, steadier, safer. Don't scroll, because safety is the signal for truth to move. Listen to this. Your soulmate feels ready not because they know the outcome, but because they trust themselves to show up with integrity no matter what, and that trust is what transforms courage into action. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You may feel that you're open but not attached, hopeful but not anxious, and listen to this. That balance is alignment embodied. Don't scroll, because embodiment is the final step before manifestation. Listen to this. The next movement won't feel like a dramatic reveal, it will feel like a natural continuation of everything you've already felt, thought, and lived internally. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. The universe doesn't interrupt aligned lives with chaos, it integrates truth into them seamlessly, and that's what's happening now. Don't scroll, because integration is subtle but lasting. Listen to this. Your soulmate understands that honesty offered without pressure is the purest form of love at this stage, and they're prepared to offer it with patience and respect, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You are not being asked to wait or act, you're being asked to remain present, grounded, and true to yourself, because presence magnetizes what's meant to meet you. Don't scroll, because magnetism doesn't chase. Listen to this. What was confessed ended pretending forever, and what comes next will be shaped by that truth, unfolding gently, deliberately, and in harmony with the growth you've both earned. And this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Stay open, stay steady, don't scroll, because the universe has already aligned the pieces, and when the next step becomes visible, it won't feel sudden or surprising, it will feel like recognition, like something you already knew quietly stepping into the light, exactly when your heart is ready to receive it.